Hello, this is Mr. Stansbury. I'm going to take you through the notes on power equations. At the end of this, you should be able to say, I can solve for a variable that is raised to various powers. Okay, so first thing, a power equation is an equation that can be written in the form x to the n equals k, where n cannot equal 0. Okay, so if x to the n equals k, where n is even, so if the power is even, then it's just going to be like the last section that we did, where x is going to be plus or minus the whatever the n power is. It's going to be the nth root of k if k is greater than 0. It's going to equal 0 if k equals 0. And then x is not going to have any real solutions if k is less than 0. Now, if the power here is odd, then it's simply just going to be the whatever that odd root is. It's going to be, sorry, that odd power is going to be the odd root of k. Okay, so to show you what we're talking about here, let's take a look at an example here. Example 3, solve for x. So we've got b cubed equals negative 125. So to get rid of the cube, we got to take the cube root, right? So we're going to take the cube root of both sides. So that cube root and the cube cancel each other out, and so we get b equals. And then we have to figure out what times what is negative 125. Now, you may know that. If you don't, then here's what we're going to want to do on our calculator. We're going to want to take the x root. So we're going to want to take the third root of something. So we're going to do 3 second and then x root. So it'll turn us into a cube root. And then we just do negative. Make sure you push the negative, not the subtract. Those are two different buttons there. So negative 125. And we push enter, and that gives us negative 5. Now, it's just negative 5. It's not plus or minus 5. It's just negative 5. Because negative 5 times negative 5 is 25. Times another negative 5 is negative 125. Okay? M to the fourth minus 3 equals 12. Let's see. Let's add 3 to both sides. We get m to the fourth equals 15. So now to get rid of this fourth power, we have to take the fourth root. So we take the fourth root of both sides. So m, so that and that go away. M equals the fourth root of 15. And again, that should be plus or minus, because if you can put positive root 15 to the fourth power will give you the fourth root of 15, will give you 15, and also negative fourth root of 15 all to the fourth power will still give you 15. Okay, so whenever it's even, you need the plus or minus. If it's odd, then it only is going to be whatever the answer is going to be. Okay, this one here, sixth power, so we got to take the sixth root of both sides. So we got to take the sixth root of this. So we get r plus 3 equals, since it's an even power, plus or minus the sixth root of 19. Right? And then last step is to subtract 3 from both sides. So we get r equals negative 3 plus or minus the sixth root of 19. Okay? And then this one here, to get rid of the fourth power, we take the fourth root. Right? So we get x plus 2 over here. And then we also have to take the fourth root of our negative 7. Now, even roots, we can't take the even root of a negative number, because there's we can't multiply an even, like multiply a number an even number of times but by itself to get a negative number unless it's imaginary. So then as soon as we get even root and we get a negative under there, then we know that there are no real solutions. Okay. All right, one last set of examples, but before that, let's take a look at a funny video.
Whoa, he's jumping so many times.
All right. Last example here. So this one here, we've got x to the negative third equals negative 1 over 256. So since we got a negative power, here's what we want to do. Let's just flip this over. So basically, if we switch the powers, the signs of the powers, from negative to positive, and this one here is really officially to the first power, right? So we can turn that into negative 1 and positive 3. So this would be x to the third is negative 1 over 256 to the negative first, but instead of it being on the bottom, now we turn it into negative 256 on the top. Okay, and then now we take the third root of both of these. So we'll get x equals cube root of negative 256. Let's see if that works out nice. So again, we want to do the third root of 2, let's go, let's see, get this, there we go, negative 256, and we get negative 6.34, so let's just leave it as the cube root of negative 256, since it doesn't work out nice. Okay, and then this one here, same idea, w to the negative fourth. It's 81 to the positive first, so we're going to switch both the signs. So that's going to turn into positive, and that's going to turn into negative. So that's w to the fourth equals, so that since it's 81 to the negative first, it's 1 over 81 to the positive first. So we take the fourth root of both of these. So w is going to equal, again, since it is a even power, it's going to be plus or minus. And then, let's see. Square root of 1 is 1. Sorry, the fourth root of 1 is 1. The fourth root of 81 is 3. So it's just going to be plus or minus 1/3. Okay? All right, that's all there is for the power equations notes. If you have any further questions, please feel free to ask in class. Thanks.